in this video, I'm going to show you what a typical posing session looks like when I'm going through my posing. So I'll just bring this up here. So basically, this is a posing session I did the other day, and I'd normally start off with just a warm-up, just running through my mandatory poses. So running through symmetry, running through the muscularity poses, and just making sure I hit each pose, just getting into position there. And a couple of classic poses on the end. Now, after I've run through those, I'm going to do some stretching and some mobility work. So some stretches and then some mobility. I'll even throw in some vacuum training, and particularly for myself, doing a lot of mobility through my thoracic spine, even getting the roller out. I find that this is really helpful for achieving some of the positions that you'll need to get into for posing, and just rolling out any other areas that are quite tight there as well. Then after that, I'm redoing the mandatory posing round again. This time I'm taking a little bit more time to be a bit more precise about where I'm placing things, and I'll stop and I'll change angles. And so play around with scapular position, play around with like different shapes. So if I move my leg out, if I move my leg in, just how does the overall silhouette of the pose look? And how can I make this as aesthetic as possible while showing off maximum definition and muscularity as well? Changing the angles of the hips, and even like experimenting with like different levels of hip flexion, hip extension. Where am I going to place my feet? How much negative space is there in the silhouette of the pose? Because all this stuff does matter. And then time to do the routine at the end of the workout. Now, routine practice is something I really love, the artistic element of bodybuilding, but if you get good at routines, it will have a flow-on effect into your mandatory poses as well, because it just teaches you how to move so much more freely. So I definitely recommend doing it other than just for the sake of the routine. So that's typically what I would go through in a posing session, and it can go from anywhere from 30 minutes to say a couple of hours. This one took 90 minutes. So if you liked the video, please leave a comment, and I'll be putting up some more content.